Have you ever wanted to just have more capacity for input material on your biogas plant? Have you just wanted to set it and forget it? Do you want to be more popular with the girls? Well, stay tuned. I'll show you two of those things. The girl thing is up to you. Greetings everyone, Only Farm Guy here, and in this video I will attempt to describe how you can expand your capacity. It's just the input capacity of 4 examples of factories. So we're going to look at 4 different factories, modded ones, because typically it's the modded ones that have some great speed or something that's great about it, except the capacities are small. You're continually running out or continually having to refill them. So I'm going to show you a couple of quirks of the game that you can do to expand the capacities of some of these factories. Now this is the slurry and digestate dryer, and I forget the modder. I'll pin the I'm going to put all of the mods I'm using in this video in the description and pin a comment with them as well. So I have filled this. This is the standard mod. I have filled it. It contains 21,000 liters of slurry and 21,000 liters of digestate. Now, as I said, it only affects the input material so far. It's a little hit and miss about the, once it's been processed, it seems like this is a little quirk of shared capacities with extensions and silos that seem to be happening. However, once the material has been processed by the factory, it seems to be self-contained. It doesn't want to share it, except in a few odd examples, which we will look at one. However, it's a little quirky. As I said, it's a little quirky, but also as quirky as how you set it up. So as I said, right here we have it filled. So now how do you expand the capacity of this? Well, first of all, this one, well, let me show you how it doesn't work with this particular mod. If you go to, silos, you can, these are all liquids in here, so you want the liquid, this is going to be a little bit extension. So if you go with a liquid extension, this one doesn't work. It doesn't recognize it as a silo, you see. So if you go over to silos, this is the liquid storage by OmaTana. And now you can override, right? You can put it over here, but if you want it close, you just override it and you can stick it close. Now this is the actual silo. I've placed it down here. And if we go into, now it's saying, oh, well, it's still full. Right, because with this particular mod, you have to place the silo first and then the mod, right? They're not all like that, but with this particular one, you do. So now, if I put down the production point and go to the dryer, as you can see here, this is the liquid manure and digestate drying mod. A very, very nice little mod, by the way. Now, if I put it down, of course, it's going to be empty. It takes digestate and slurry. Remember, they had 21,000 liters only in there last time. with it by itself. Now I put down the liquid silo first, and then the dryer. And now if we get out and take a look, we have well surpassed the 21,000. And as if we look up at the top right corner where it says slurry going in, 29,000, it's barely tickled the bottom of that capacity. So now we have the capacity of the liquid silo, which is 5 million liters. So we went from 21,000 liters capacity input, this is input material, to 5 million liters of input material. Now that's going to work for both. We'll move him ahead. That's slurry. So now if you have, say you have some kind of a factory that's producing slurry, and if you have a BGA plant that's producing Digestate, which it also takes, now it's not going to reach, now it's going to take a much longer period of time to reach capacity, because now, so there we go, we're putting in Digestate too. So of course that's a combination suit, a cumulative 5 million liters, but that's a lot. As you can see, we're going to come up here and it's showing the Digestate's going in, and it's going to read it here. So now, actually, I do believe if we come round to the liquid silo side, now this is the difference between an extension and a silo. Now this is the liquid silo. We can take that slurry out again. It's like, oh, I don't want it in there. We can remove the slurry out of there. Now it's sharing capacities, right? So, oh, I put too much. I want to use some of that for fertilizing my fields. We can now take it out. So we've made this a one-way in and one way out. It's only producing stuff too. You can put stuff in and out. Now, some of the silo factories, you can do that, but not all of them. This one, you can't take it out once you put it in, unless you place a liquid silo, the OmaTana liquid silo beside it. Now, this isn't the only one that works. There are others, but it's the one that I've found that works with most things, most applications. There are quite a few. So I've taken out. See, there's still 21,000 liters left in there because that's in here. But it still shares. It's kind of, like I said, it's a little quirky. I was only able to take out the overflow. There's still 21,000 liters in here that it's held in reserve, basically. So so that's how quirky. So we can put it back in. All right, so that is the first one. That is liquids with the slurry and digestate dryer. So now we're going to briefly touch on, now that you understand the concept, I'm going to briefly go on to, we have a TMR mixer, we have the beet cut processor, and a BGA, and so we'll briefly touch on those. We'll be right back. All right, so here we have the TMR mixing station by the Happy Mole. Nice little, it's a very small TMR mixing station with, just to be aware, it has a very low output, so small trailers only. However, it only holds 18,000 liters of the silage, straw, and hay, and 1,000 liters of mineral feed. And say, perhaps you say, well, I want it to hold more because I don't want to have to keep filling it. Now, so what you can do is go over to your silo extensions, and this is the low-cost silo mod by erShaba VSR Modding Sur. And as you can see, it recognizes it as a silo, actually. Unlike the other one where you couldn't use an extension, this one you can use the extension. Now make sure you pick the multi-product silo extension. That means it holds everything. And all you do is I have to place it down. And now, if we look at the in-game menu, now we have extremely increased the capacity of this. Now, if we go back in there and look at that extension, that's only going to give you 500,000 liters, which is plenty for this. Now, if you see, there was only 1,000 liters of the mineral feed. Not that you use a lot of mineral feed, but just to give you an example and show you. Now, if we back up to we can put in much, much more mineral feed. And there it is, mineral feed 2030. Yes, so you get the idea, right? So in this case, you can have your factory and then place down an extension afterwards to expand your incoming material. The outgoing material is still going to be limited to the capacity of the factory. Unfortunately, I have not found anything that will do that. However, yeah, and in this case, TMR, it's not really, you can't really distribute it anywhere. But we're going to look at the next one is the beet. It's a different factory that works a little bit differently. But so you get the idea. And again, this may not be the only extension that works. Some of the other ones may work, but it's the one that I have found works with most of them. All right, on to the next. All right, so in this next one, this is the Sugarbeet processing plant by VertexDezign, which is a nice little unit, very handy. However, it only holds a limited amount of product to process. And if you've ever done beets, you know you're constantly filling this thing up if you want to use this. Now, I have a standard one here to show you what it would hold. I put water, and you put water and sugar beets in. This is the two items you put in, and you get out cut sugar beet, slurry, and stones. Now, as you can see, I couldn't even empty both of those completely. Capacity is 25,000 liters of sugar beet and 15,000 liters of water. Now, I say, well, I'm going to be constantly filling these up, and you'd be correct. You're right. However, you can expand the capacities of these as well. However, there's a trick to it. You have to place the silos first. Basically, you have to place a regular silo, a multi-fruit silo. Sorry, a multi-fruit silo. The two, and then you put put extensions. Now, this is this silo. The silo I used here is the small silo set. But you can use any multi-fruit silo. This one I've put in here because it has liquid and both liquid and solid. That way I can put the OmaTana liquid extension and the VSR Modding Sur multi-fruit extension. And that's how this works. Now, I have put some water. There's already 50,000 liters of water in here, so you can see it has already expanded the water capacity. And if I drive up here, we can get that going. And then beets. So if we look at the here, it's like, well, it barely is now. It's 65,000, 70,000. It's barely touching the the bottom there. And see, in the other one, 15,000 liters, that's the one we didn't do anything with, 25,015. This is already over 100,000 liters of water. And as we come up to here with the beets, we're going to put in well over what the capacity is of the regular sugar beet processing plant. And as you can see, it's all dumped in there. And 126,000 liters, 57,000 liters of sugar beets. And that is because the extension is a little bit smaller, only 500,000 liters. Now, the multi-fruit extension here is only to facilitate the extensions. There is a little bit of a funny quirk with this setup, or having a multi-fruit silo close by, because it's to do with the output product, the cut sugar beet. Now, after this starts processing the cut sugar beet, it will only hold, I believe, 21,000 liters or something of cut sugar beet. But you'll be able to take it out of here. So if you give me a second, actually, no, you put it, okay. We're going to go forward and produce some cut sugar beet, and I will show you what I mean. All right, so we have produced some cut sugar beet, 60,000 liters. Sorry, it's 60,000 liters capacity. There it is, 59,999 in here. However, if I go in here, I can't take out the cut sugar beet. We have actual sugar beet, but no cut sugar beet, right? So, okay. So watch this. This is, again, another bit of a quirk of this. So here we can unload the cut sugar beet. I discovered this a while ago, but it wasn't something that was, I kind of figured out what was actually going on. But now I now I understand what's going on to a degree anyways. So let's take out some of this cut sugar beet. And we should be able to fit all of it, or at least most of it. Now, as you can see, the sugar beet cut down to 21. Okay, let's go. So now we got it in the truck, and if we go look, yes, cut sugar beet, 13,000 liters, right? So that 13,000 liters is in the processing plant. We're going to go dump it in this silo next to it. And a funny thing will happen. Now, you noticed that when we went up to the silo before, we couldn't take out any, the product wasn't being shared. I couldn't take it out, so we couldn't increase our storage capacity. Move this out of the way. And now if we take a look, yes, we've put the sugar beet, cut sugar beet in here. Cut sugar beet, 46,000 liters. And sugar beet cut 13,000 liters. But if we look, okay, now it's not doing it. That's what I mean about quirky. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, that's strange. It depends on the silo, I guess. I was using an OmaTana silo, and it was sharing product and showing that it had capacity in So, like I said, but anyways, you get the point. I have shown you how to expand your capacity for this particular mod. Now, again, it's going to be experimental. You're going to have to fool around with different combinations, but these extensions do work most times. Now, the next one is about the BGA, a BGA plant or BGA factory, and we'll move on to that. All right, everyone. The last factory that we're going to look at today in this video is the BGA plants. Now, this one is by Disturbed Simulations. It's a mini biogas plant. So as you can see, only holds 36,000 liters of sugar beets and sugar beet cut, as well as various other items around those type of capacity. So very small capacity, but very quick in processing. So how do you expand this one? Well, this one is very easy actually, because you don't need any. If you have one already on your farm and it's like, oh, I just want to expand some the capacities of it, you can just go ahead and place that multi-product silo extension by erShaba anywhere close by. See, it's recognizing it as it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that close. Even out here, it's going to recognize it. So it recognizes it as a silo actually, which is quite interesting. And there you go. So just place it down there, and now all of a sudden, you've expanded it by 500,000 liters. Very nice. And of course, you can put multiples of these, not just one. You can put another one, and another one, and another one. And so you can just expand the crap out of it. And now it's got ridiculous. It's got 2 million liters of capacity. Now that doesn't expand the outgoing product. However, being a biogas plant, the Digestate, if you have, say, something like a fertilizer dryer or something like that, you can distribute it, and you don't have to worry about capacity of outgoing product. You can have it distributed or even sold. You can set it to sell too, and you never have to worry about it. One more thing is, these are not the only ones they work with. Lime production, the bakeries, it doesn't hold, like, so pallets and stuff, you're not going to be able to, it's not going to expand capacity of, say, strawberries or something like that, I don't think. But this is just a small sample of some of the things you can do with expanding capacities of, say, greenhouses. I have a video out for expanding water capacity in animal barns and straw in animal barns. This will work for many different factories and things like that. Sometimes you can put a silo down, sometimes a silo extension. There's a vast array of items. This is just a small sample. So this should hopefully give you an idea to experiment, try things on your own. If you have something, try something out. If a new one comes out, try different things. That's what this video is about, is to show you what the possibilities are and give you a few ideas. And hopefully you enjoyed this this video. Please leave a like on the video if you did, and please subscribe. I do these tutorials and mod reviews every day. Well, the mod reviews every day, tutorials, and when I find something new, I make a video out of it to give you guys some ideas. Thank you so much. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, It's only a game. So till next time.